fast closures. There will be snowy, icy conditions. Get ready, get rigs ready.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, the first real snow of the season is fastly approaching. We hear from WashDOT. Plus, missing and murdered indigenous people have been a silent epidemic, but government agencies are finally stepping up. Also, Meals on Wheels needs your help for this year's senior wish lists. And Stacy's here.
And we're tracking snow, but how about this? The final supermoon of the year. I'll tell you all about that coming right up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening as we end the week together. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. If you have travel plans for the weekend, listen up. WashDOT crews are getting ready, whether it's on site or via online. We are preparing for a first alert weather weekend. Winter storm warning will be in effect for the mountains in Oregon and Washington from 10 a.m. Saturday to 10 p.m. Monday above 2,500 feet. Apple Valley News Now spoke over the phone with WashDOT, who is preparing now as this is our first real snowstorm of the season.
We often say there's two seasons when we're looking at transportation. It's construction and winter, and oftentimes winter happens sooner than we might want to admit, but WashDOT crews are always preparing even weeks or months in advance to get ready, get rigs ready.
WashDOT says drivers need to prepare for heavy snowfall and very low visibility, which will create extremely dangerous driving conditions. Extra snowplow trucks and staff will be on hand. Meanwhile, WashDOT having some fun promoting this closure on their social media today. SR20 North Cascades Highway officially closed at 5 o'clock this evening, so about a minute ago. This is between Ross Dam Trailhead on the west side and Silver Star Gate on the east side, ahead of the significant snowfall in the forecast for the weekend. Officials are calling it a temporary closure at the moment. The state says their avalanche and maintenance crews will reassess on Monday, November 18th. So let's get right to First Alert's Stacy Lee, who's been tracking this storm all day. She's live from our weather center with the very latest. Stacy.
We are tracking that storm, and I'll get to that in just a minute, Austin. I thought we should talk about that moon because look outside right now. It's the final supermoon of the season. They call it the Beaver Moon because of the time of year. Not sure. Beaver supermoon. Final full moon and the 11th full moon of 2024, or final supermoon, I should say. So you guys can check that out. Get some weather photos into me. Now let's talk storms. Yes, right where he was talking about that road closing. This area here, 12 to 24 inches of snow above 4,000 feet. Now this is through Monday, and what's going to happen here storm-wise is we've got lower elevation snow this evening. Those totals or those elevation numbers are going to increase briefly on Saturday and then start coming back down Sunday. So there you go. Could see 1 to 6 inches in the valleys there across Snoqualmie and White Pass, 12 to 20 inches. And we're also tracking heavy snow in the Blue Mountains, also 10 to 13 inches above 4,000 feet. So a very active weather going on this weekend. On top of that, chilly temperatures tonight, most of us sitting below the freezing level. So clear cold tonight in the lower elevations. Showers ramp up on Saturday through Sunday. Heavy mountain snow pretty much beginning tomorrow through the weekend into Monday. And then we have another system moving into the area middle of next week. I'll tell you all about it coming up. Austin.
All right, Stacy, and stay with Apple Valley News Now all weekend for coverage of the storm. Make sure you download our app and sign up for alerts that get sent right to your phone. We also have webcams showing current conditions. Again, it's all at applevalleynewsnow.com. Other news tonight, for years, missing and murdered indigenous people have been a silent epidemic, with victims' families struggling alone to navigate a complex criminal justice system. But government agencies are now stepping up. Representatives of federal, state, and tribal agencies traveled to the Yakima Nation Winter Lodge on Thursday to upgrade the community, or update the community, I should say, on the progress they have made and share new resources. At the local level, the Yakima Nation created a tribal community response plan outlining their priorities and policies for responding to MMIP cases and services available for victims' families. Plus, hiring the first Yakima Nation MMIP liaison to work personally with those families.
I'm all for outreach, but it's working with one-on-ones, letting them know that I'm not their voice for them. I'm helping them raise their own voice, because only our people will know what they're going through if they express it themselves. They will feel it because it is so powerful.
Coming up at 6, our Emily Goodell will dive deeper into what's being done to address the crisis of missing and murdered Indigenous people at every level. We have new information in Thursday's chaotic scene in downtown Yakima. The Yakima Police Department says 24-year-old Andy Valencia was arrested and booked into the Yakima County Jail on suspicion of assault, DUI, eluding, malicious mischief, taking a motor vehicle without permission, unlawful possession of a firearm, vehicular assault, and harassment. According to YPD, a patrol officer spotted a stolen car just before 11 a.m. near Yakima Avenue and began chasing the vehicle. Cops say that Valencia began shooting at a parked, uninvolved YPD patrol vehicle on Yakima Avenue. No one suffered life-threatening injuries. In Oregon, medical officials confirming that the first human case of bird flu has been detected in Clackamas County, which was linked to an outbreak that impacted birds at a commercial poultry operation in our area in Pasco. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says they are not releasing the person's identity. Doctors treated the patient with an antiviral medication, and people in their household were also prescribed medication. Oregon Health Authority officials warn people who are at risk that if they had close or prolonged unprotected exposures to infected birds or other animals, or to environments contaminated by infected birds or other animals. Well, as the Tri-Cities Veterans Resource Expo, at the Tri-Cities Veteran Resource Expo, there are plenty of resources to receive and programs to get involved in. From employment resources to housing, veterans organizations, educational surplus items, veteran service officers, veteran benefits, haircuts, workshops, and more. Along with one more unconventional program, Guitars for Vets. Melissa Johnson, the director of chapter development with Guitars for Vets, says the program teaches beginning guitar to veterans dealing with mental health issues or physical disability.
And then once you complete 10 lessons, you're awarded a guitar, picks, tuners, capos, strap, gig bag, books, guitar polish, just a whole bunch of stuff.
The Kennewick chapter is trying to get started now. We'll have more details about what Johnson says about the healing properties of music tonight on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6. Each holiday season, Meals on Wheels sends out wish lists to its homebound seniors so they can ask for a few things for Christmas. They're asking for the community's help in collecting these. It includes things like stamps and stationery, candy and cookies, socks, slippers, gloves, hats, scarves, sweatshirts, sweatpants, throws, and blankets, gift cards, coffee and tea, laundry detergent pods, dryer sheets, and Boost and Ensure drinks. Stephen Davis, the director of the Mid-Columbia Meals on Wheels, says the program started as a small staff program, but in 2016 there was a group of volunteers who came together to support the program, growing it.
They like to call themselves the elves, but we found a need where our homebound seniors were isolated, lonely, and during this holiday season everybody should have the opportunity to know that there's people who care and have a network that supports them.
Right now, around 460 people have opted into participating. Meals on Wheels says this is the most they've ever had. Donated items can be dropped off to the Meals on Wheels office at 1824 Fowler Street in Richland. There is also an Amazon wish list. They are accepted until December 2nd. Also at Meals on Wheels, a reminder about some of the services offered. Most know about the food delivery, where the name Meals on Wheels comes from, but there are also indoor dining experiences. Most dining centers in Benton and Franklin counties require a reservation 24 hours in advance, but there's no charge or income requirements. Everything is donation-based. It's all based out of the opportunity to alleviate isolation and loneliness.
Here in the cafe, we have about 15 to 20 of them that are here every single day. And what's really cool is every once in a while a new face will show up and somebody decided to bring a friend or somebody new heard about the program. And then it's cool because they come in and they get to meet other people that are in similar situations as themselves, and then they make that connection and have that social interaction.
At the Central Campus on Fowler Street, no reservations are needed. And there is also a breakfast service every Wednesday morning. They include, it's the close to 700 volunteers in the region who help the program run. Well, it's a whole new kind of cuisine in the Tri-Cities. Afghan Kitchen held their grand opening today. We were there. City council members and even the mayor helped introduce this new culinary venture to the area. The authentic Afghan cuisine will join the lineup of vendors at the Pasco Specialty Kitchen in downtown. The restaurant also serves halal, which refers to food allowed under Islamic law.
We came from Afghanistan in 2002, and we had no education before that, but you know, we went to school, and then here in America, you know how they say you gotta have that dream. It's the country of dream. Yeah. Her passion is food. So she wanted to bring our culture, you know, in Tri-Cities. Now that since 2021, we've got a lot of Afghans, and we thought it would be a nice addition to just grow our community and, you know, pass like our cultural stuff, you know, to you guys.
The owner says kebabs and spiced rice dishes are all prepared with authentic ingredients and traditional techniques. She also says without the city of Pasco's help, this would not be a reality. Also in Pasco and new tonight, Ziply Fiber announcing today it has begun construction of a new ultra high-speed 100% fiber optic network in the city. The network, which became available today to the first 2,500 addresses, will serve more than 4,500 homes and businesses across the city when construction is complete in the coming weeks. Ziply says with this launch, it means that as of today, Pasco now has the fastest household internet speeds in the whole nation. And in sports, can the Tri-City Americans make it lucky number 13 tonight? Well, it could be the night after the Americans rallied from 4-2 and 5-4 deficits to win their 12th straight game Monday night, 6-5 in overtime against the Calgary Hitmen. Well, tonight is the lone meeting of the season between the Americans and Raiders. Last season in Kennewick, the Americans picked up a 5-4 win over Prince Albert. The guys started playing at 5 o'clock tonight. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, we are highlighting a local sock drive. Plus,
I'm ABC's Perry Russom in Washington. The congressional battle over whether to release a report on former Congressman Matt Gaetz. That story coming up.
And as we leave you to break, is this the Beaver Moon? I think it may be. A live picture from our Kennewick Skycam. Stacy's tracking that, plus snow in the mountains. We're back after this.
Hey babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE?
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes?
Dad, 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks. Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, no trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Here in Washington, we love the word and, like socks and sandals, flannels and beanies, wheat fields and mountains. And now with FundHub WA, saving money and helping the climate. Find grants to bring resources and funds to your community. Get incentives to grow your business and transition to clean energy. And discover rebates that will save you money at home and on the go and reduce emissions. Find funding opportunities today at fundhub.wa.gov.
What are you up to, Alice?
Well, the nice mechanic asked me to check the pulleys.
Wow, I just realized you can see things we can't. I've always wondered what's in those small windows.
It's marketing.
So that's where they hide out.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
What does dino casting call mean?
That seems bad.
I'll get my resume ready.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
U.S. Cellular has the incredible new iPhone 16 Pro.
The first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence.
Spread the word.
And don't forget camera control. It'll blow you away.
Get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Fly the Northwest with the ladies of WSU Crew, Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back, everybody. Sources tell ABC News Vice President-elect J.D. Vance is working the phones with senators to gauge their support of former Congressman Matt Gaetz. It comes as there is a major debate in the House over whether to release the findings from a bipartisan investigation into Gaetz. ABC's Perry Russom is in Washington.
That investigation lasting months, and sources tell ABC News Gaetz himself is calling senators as he tries to become the nation's top law enforcement officer. Today, the congressional battle over whether the findings from a House ethics investigation into former Congressman Matt Gaetz should be released. Gaetz is President-elect Trump's pick for Attorney General.
I think it's wise, always wise to know the facts before you jump into anything.
Transparency is always the best course of action, particularly when it relates to high-ranking government officials.
President Trump has made his selections, has made his picks, and I think the Senate should do everything they possibly can to approve those.
Today, House Speaker Mike Johnson says he does not think the committee's report should be released to the Senate.
I believe it is very important to maintain the House's tradition of not issuing ethics reports on people who are no longer members of Congress. I think it would open a Pandora's box.
Gaetz resigned from Congress after being nominated for Attorney General, automatically closing the Bipartisan Ethics Committee's probe. He was being investigated for alleged sexual misconduct and illicit drug use, allegations Gaetz denies. Sources tell ABC News the committee heard from a woman who said Gaetz had sex with her when she was 17, Gaetz calling it a false smear. Democratic Congressman Glenn Ivey is on the Ethics Committee.
I think the Senate certainly had a right to request it. Yeah, I can't talk about our internal deliberations, but the information that they've requested, I think it's totally reasonable for them to have. And in fact, I think it's essential for them to get that kind of information before they make a decision of this magnitude.
The committee was supposed to have a meeting today, but it was postponed. A member of the committee tells ABC News their chairman, Republican Congressman Michael Guest, decided not to meet today. Perry Russom, ABC News, Washington.
In more local news tonight, this holiday season, as we gather to give thanks, one local business is holding a sock drive. Vibe Salon of Kennewick is currently hosting the Socks for the Soul fundraiser. This is the 9th year. They are hoping to collect 2,000 pairs of warm, dry socks, one of the most requested items for those in need. As of tonight, they have gathered about 1,250 pairs. They hope they can reach their goal by just before Thanksgiving. The fundraiser is in honor of the business owner's late grandmother, who both told us, the women that we talked to told us, she taught them the true meaning of giving.
We do it in memory of my late grandmother. It's been about 4 years since she's been passed, but every year we gather socks, and we just know that it brings warmth and comfort to a lot of people. So we wanted to carry on the tradition.
One of the things that she liked to do is to give us socks. And she would say, there's nothing like a new pair of socks.
And the people that we choose to give these to really are in need, so it's important.
Yeah, they even got emotional. Of course, you saw I was out there today. When all of the socks are collected, they will be distributed to local organizations like the Union Gospel Mission, foster care families, and other organizations who help those in need.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
All right, let's get right into it. We have a lot to break down tonight. Dust Devil Sky Cam, traffic moving great there on I-182. Look at that. You see a few clouds out there. 47 degrees, the full moon in view. You can go check that out. Our feels like temp is down to 44, and it's going to get really cold tonight. Now, let's talk about our rainfall for tomorrow. We have an upper level track. It's going to bring lots of moisture to the west side, and then as it approaches the Cascade Mountains, Mountains, you'll see that form of snow. That's what we start out with on Saturday. Then we're going to see a little bit of a warm front right past this one, and then that's going to lower the storm totals down to rain showers instead of snow in the Cascades. And then we're going to see the snow levels drop again on Sunday. But here's our short-term rainfall forecast from today through Sunday through the area. As you can see, the Cascades getting quite a bit of the moisture, a lot less here in the lower elevations. Now, let's talk about that snowfall track. Here it is. It comes on in to start with on Saturday as snow, and then that warm front's right behind it, but it's very brief, and then we'll be back to another cold front as we get to Sunday. A little bit of a closer up view. This is what it looks like in the afternoon Sunday. There is the snow as the cold front approaches, and again, we'll see all snow flowing in with a cold front on Sunday. So a lot of active weather going on this weekend. Lower elevation snow. Now, this is short term, 2 to 3 inches at pass level Snoqualmie, White Pass 2 to 3 inches to start with, and not a lot going on across the Blues, but that's going to change as the bigger system comes Sunday through Monday, where we're talking 12 to 18 inches on Snoqualmie Pass, 4 to 6 inches on Cabbage Hill. Lower elevations, not going to see any snow this round, but we could start to see some snow in our lower elevations coming up. Here's Futurecast. Mostly clear skies for the day. Clouds move in. Here comes the rain. There comes the snow across the Cascade Mountains. Rain showers through our region, and then here's the heavier snow getting into the Blues later on Saturday. Sunday, a little bit of a reprieve, and then the next system starts to move on in, and that's going to bring more showers, more heavy mountain snow in both the Blues and the Cascades. So there's winter weather alerts all through the area, 12 to 24 inches above 4,000 feet up to the north, 1 to 6 inches in the valleys, 12 to 20 inches above 2,500 feet with heavy snow and difficult travel. And the Blues are looking at anywhere from 10 to 13 inches above 4,000 feet. If you're traveling across those passes, be prepared for winter driving conditions. WashDOT even is predicting possible closures on the pass, so be aware of that. And you're going to be wet wherever you go in the Pacific Northwest pretty much all weekend. And look at that, some rain mix with snow in Spokane. Winter safety tips, of course, you want to check that forecast prior to your travel and pack your emergency supply kits. Temperatures tonight, very chilly, 20s and 30s all through the area. Most of us down below the freezing level. Here's that 7-day planner. There's those showers Saturday evening. Breezy winds and cooler conditions once again. That warm up. See that little warm up there Saturday night? And then we cool back down again as we head into next week. Here's Yakima. We've got the breezy winds, those showers coming in. Looking at some possible rain mixed with snow by the middle of next week. Same thing in the Ellensburg area with some chilly overnight lows dropping into the 20s. Walla Walla is going to see some rainy conditions along with those breezy to gusty winds and some frosty nights Saturday and Sunday. Here's what it looks like in Hermiston. So very, very active weather. Be prepared for winter driving conditions over all of our mountain passes this entire weekend. Be safe out there and stay with us. There's more news right here on Apple Valley News Now.
Texans, Cowboys, the battle for Texas. Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now.
Night Ranger, live in concert, playing all their hits, plus deep cuts from their catalog. Night Ranger, live. Friday, November 15th, 8 p.m., Legends Casino Hotel Toppenish. Tickets at Ticketmaster and Legends Gift Shop. Do not miss Night Ranger, live. Friday, November 15th, Legends Casino Hotel Toppenish.
In a world where every customer wins, only one event will completely change the vehicle shopping experience for Eastern Washington. This is an all-out battle as all McCurley locations compete to provide you with the vehicle you've been waiting for. Hurry in today and save big before the countdown ends.
Save on a new Subaru Crosstrek today during the final countdown from McCurley Subaru.
Our business is changing lives through the power of work. I work out here to help customers with donations, greet them and thank them. That's what I do. I got 2 Spirit Awards of recognitions. When I retire here, I will say goodbye to the store and they will honor me probably and might put a nice plaque on the wall that I worked for many years. I like it here. I'm in a better place at Goodwill. I really like the administration here, so that's excellent for me.
Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Do you like this one? I think this is my favorite. Okay, hon, what do you think of this one?
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
Wow, is this going to be ready in time for the baby?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $500 off your tub or shower update.
Have you mixed your pain meds, your sleep meds, your allergy meds? Call the Poison Helpline. Has your child swallowed household cleaner, a chip of paint, a wild mushroom? Call the Poison Helpline. Have you been bitten by a spider, a snake, an insect? Call the Poison Helpline. Poisonings can happen at the home, on the job, or in the great outdoors. Call the Poison Helpline first to speak with medical professionals who can give you free personal advice anytime. Save the number, save a life.
Tonight, why would somebody ever
put a wig on and gun somebody down in a parking lot?
He got shot for 1 of 3 reasons: greed, revenge, or lust.
And then, bingo.
All new 2020 tonight on ABC.
Trending at 5, our spotlight. The Hermiston School District has earned national recognition in Newsweek's Education Series 2024, spotlighting its approach to career and technical education. You can learn more about this on the school district's Facebook page. As always, if you have an idea for the spotlight, email me, areed@applevalleyNewsNow.com. Final weather next.
A Battle of the Coasts live from Seattle. Kraken Islanders, Saturday at 12:30 on MeTV.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack, now on sourdough. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Why do people come to the University of Washington? They come here to find people who will inspire them, move them, change them. They come to solve big problems and prepare for careers where they can make a difference. They come to cheer on their Huskies in the greatest setting in college football. If you want to change the world, this is where you start. For passion, for possibility, be boundless.
Get this low-mileage lease on this 2024 Cadillac Lyriq all-wheel drive luxury one for around $599 per month. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
Diabetes can increase your risk for certain complications, but proactive steps can keep you moving strong. Learn more at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Diabetes Awareness Month, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Saludos de arriba, tengo frío solo en esta cima. Pa' donde yo vaya con boba pa' encima. Viajando del tiempo se flota en el aire, también se camina.
Texans, Cowboys, Monday Night Football at 5, Apple Valley News Now.
If you think you can find another $5 breakfast meal served all day with something savory like my Bacon Breakfast Jack and something sweet like my fluffy French toast sticks, you thought wrong. But that's okay, I'll still let you have mine. At Jack, every bite's a big deal. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Election night 2024.
Live election night.
As the votes were counted,
We've got some hot ones we are following for you right now.
one winner emerged. Apple Valley News Now.
Polls are closed, but there are people still in line.
Apple Valley News Now is on your side.
Next ET, James Vanderbeek, after announcing his Stage 3 cancer battle. Plus, our exclusives with the cast of The Flip-Off and only ETs on the Vancouver set of Fire Country.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Let's go!
Country music's biggest night, the CMA Awards.
Let's party, Nashville!
It all kicks off with this year's must-see collaboration. Post Malone featuring Chris Stapleton live. With electrifying performances by Lainey Wilson, Shabuzi, Ashley McBride, Luke Bryan, plus Thomas Rhett and Teddy Swims. Luke Bryan, Peyton Manning, and Lainey Wilson host the CMA Awards, live November 20th on ABC and stream next day on Hulu.
And welcome back. Viewer photo of the day from our friend Jan Jakebus. I hope I said your name right. Jan, thank you for that. That was the Hunter's moon. That was last month. This month, the supermoon is called the Beaver super full moon. So again, weather photos on TV, the QR code on the right side of your screen, or you can go to applevalleyNewsNow.com. Let's take a quick look at the bottom line weather-wise. Showers starting tomorrow evening, heavy mountain snow. It's going to be a winter wonderland in those mountains. And get ready, we have a chance of some lower elevation snow middle of next week. Say it isn't so.
It's so.
It's so.
It's happening. As we leave you, here's a live picture from the Beaver moon.
Yep, it's the full supermoon out right now in its full glory. Have a great night.